I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another of my short heads up videos. Today, October the 9th, we have the full hunter's moon in Aries. Now this moon is also known as a blood moon and also as a sanguine moon. Don't ask me what sanguine means because I don't know. But anyway, I'm just coming here today just to give you this heads up, to remind you that it's the full moon, but also I want to see how you are, because I think the energy this week has been quite challenging. Now we are, of course, in the energy of that Saturn-Uranus square. And as you know, I have another video up on my channel which gives you all the in-depth information you need to know about that and each zodiac sign and what part of your life it may be affecting. But also this full moon has some quite interesting energy because the sun in Libra is actually conjunct Venus, which of course is our planet of love and relationship. And Venus also rules Libra, as well as ruling Taurus. So this is quite nice energy for this particular full moon. And the moon itself is conjunct our little asteroid Chiron, that is also known as the wounded healer. So there is an element of this moon that is healing. And I really think a lot of us need some of that healing energy at the moment. I think it has been tough, the energy this week. Certainly, we're still having to sort of roll with the punches, if you like, of all the world events and what's happening here and what's happening there. I'm not going to go into that in detail, but it is tricky. And as we head towards winter in the Northern Hemisphere and the concerns about sort of the cost of living for many, many countries in Northern Europe and also in America, and also at the fuel crisis in terms of the cost of oil and gas. So, and as we know, this was all triggered by what happened in Eastern Europe. I'm not going to go into the details of that because you all know about it. So how will this moon help? Because I really do feel it will. I really feel this full moon is going to be a little bit like just that release. It's like when you take a painkiller and suddenly you feel the pain easing. And so there's something about this moon that will help with that. Now, the actual event chart is really quite interesting because it's a Cancer ascendant. And I think this is suggesting that we really try and nurture ourselves, because we might have felt a bit alone this week. We might have felt that wherever or whoever we turn to for some support or a listening ear is too caught up in their own problems and doesn't have much space for us. So I think it's been a tough week of everyone having to learn that we've all got to sometimes take care of ourselves and stand on our own. And so we've all had to be grown-ups this week in many ways. So what is some of the energy that we've got going on? Because the moon itself is at the kind of pinnacle of what you can call the top of a kite formation. So we've got to have that kind of energy. So we've got this little pyramid at the top and we have a grand air trine underneath it. Kites fly. Somehow we have got to raise our thinking. You know, air is about thinking. It's about thought. And this is a grand air trine with this kite formation on the top. So we have got to actually allow our thinking to soar up into the heavens and to get back in touch with that kind of sense that there is more to this than we know, that there is more to life than we know. Because I think it's been the energy this week has kind of got us very kind of fixed down in Earth. You know, this Saturn-Uranus square that we've got, it's fixed energy. Saturn is contracting, it's pulling us in, it's slowing us down. Uranus just wants to break free. So you may all have been feeling this pressure of just, you know, I can't take this anymore. It's almost like it feels like pressure. I mean, I know that I've seen or spoken to some people who've really felt that they've had a lot of, you know, physical kind of manifestations of this energy this week with headaches, migraines, and just feeling generally kind of squashed in. So what I want to say mostly is that this full moon will feel like a release. It will release things over the next 2 weeks. And at the end of that 2 weeks, when we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, then we're going to see some very interesting kind of changes that are going to take place, but more about that soon. So in the meantime, check out the fuller, longer version of my full moon in Aries, where it affects each of the individual zodiac signs. And thank you so much for joining me here for this short heads up video about the full moon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.